Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street, Greg and James beat 'em up. That's right. It's the Twitch show where this guy, James, and this guy,
Greg,
play beat 'em up video games.
Yeah,
You'd almost wonder why you'd bother to introduce the concept when it's right there in the title. But some things just happen for no reason sometimes.
How you doing, James?
That's what it is. Yeah, how am I doing? Well, on the whole, good. Yeah. We don't need to get into any more why I would have said on the whole just now. But
yeah.
there's tough time for some people that are close to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing well. Personally, I could do without it having gone right from being unreasonably warm for September to now being early October, even though it's still September.
Yeah.
I would have liked more intervening days.
You would have liked a slow decline?
I would have, just give me 5 days in a row where I can go outside in pants and a t-shirt and feel comfortable.
Right now.
But no. Alas, it was not to be. So that's a thing. But otherwise, pretty good. And here we are. So this is always fun. How you doing, Greg?
Good, yeah. A bit tired from work, but excited to break into final Kunio-kun of our arbitrary early beat-em-up days.
Yes. So, first, an announcement for anybody who's invested. I came to the grim realization, which I only really just shared with Greg before we started.
Yeah.
That an arbitrary cutoff of all the beat-em-ups through 1993 actually makes a little bit more sense than an arbitrary cutoff of 1992, especially because the couple of times that we've played classic games but gone outside of our 1992 window, it turned out they are all 1993 games. And some of them, when we do our rankings, it's actually kind of important to me to make a political point about how Battletoads Double Dragon is great and should rank high, 1993 game. And Battletoads and Battle Maniacs is trash.
And should rank low.
Should be ranked very
low.
low. Both as a beat 'em up and as a video game and as just a thing that some people did to me.
Yeah.
So, keeping this task in mind, I have hunkered down and applied some of my spreadsheet energies to creating a master list of all the games we've played so far, and I've collected I'm researching. So if you know of a beat 'em up that came out before 1993, or in 1993, anytime through 1993 that does not show up on Moby Games under the tag beat 'em up brawler when you control the search to end at 1993, please let us know. But right now it looks like we have a list of 101 games left to play. Today, we start the final Kunio-kun game within that window, which should also be the last of these 101 games that requires more than 1 day of our attention.
Right.
We are going to play Shodai Nekketsu Kunio-kun, which roughly translates to the original Nekketsu Tough Guy Kunio-kun. Or if you want to go all the way with the translation and not just say, well, Nekketsu's the name of the school, we can keep that.
It's a location.
The original hot-blooded tough guy Kunio. So, notably, the very first ever beat-em-up and the first Kunio-kun game is Nekketsu Kouha Kunio-kun.
Yes.
Hot-blooded tough guy Kunio. This game, the original Nekketsu hot-blooded tough guy, whatever, Kunio, seems to be calling back to that, and indeed, I don't know much about this game, but I do know that the graphical style is a break from the sort of SD sprites of the famous NES Kunio-kun games, and even I've played
even modern games, yeah.
Modern games. Style. I've played, or even not modern, but also not NES. I've played Super Dodgeball on the TurboGrafx 16, and it did not have the NES sprites, but it had SD sprites. This goes back to a more kind of realistic feel, like the original Hot-Blooded Tough Guy Kunio game. So, beyond that, I know that this is reminiscent of... What am I trying to say? Reminiscent of... Oh, come on. It'll come to me.
Renegade, the original Kunio-kun? Yeah.
Yep. And... but that it's also reminiscent of River City Ransom or Downtown Nekketsu Story, in that it is a beat-em-up RPG. It's 2 players. I assume we will play as Kunio and Riki, but we'll find out.
Those seem most likely. Yeah.
And without any further ado, let's get it. There might be actually some ado here. I'm not sure that I'm opening the right file to get the patch, the translation patch to auto-apply.
Okay.
But we will see. Okay.
Technos Japan.
Technos Japan.
Good
Seems
size.
A little odd. There's no sound, but... okay, good. Alright, good.
Alright.
We have some music.
Hey, Waffle Syrup! Thank you for subscribing!
Hey, Waffle Syrup. As many months as the number of years you've been alive. Well, hold on. Let me put this all together. 21 years old, our Waffle Syrup.
Riki!
Alright. So this is a fan translation, so we gotta be kind of prepared for the possibility of some annoying, like, oh, we can make them say swears, dialogue. Or maybe it'll be really good. I don't know. Did you press start or did this just start playing?
This is just playing.
Okay, whatever. I assume they will give us the story.
Yeah. I think it's just previewing.
Alright.
So obviously we're gonna do 2-player.
2-player play?
Yep.
And, oh, come on.
You took too long, James.
They did not give me much time there. Alright, 2 players. Here we go. Oh, well, we'll use save 1.
Sure.
Why not? Had to press Y to select it.
Enter file name for...
even Greg James beat up.
Yeah, that works.
It works.
And, sure.
Now it's... Oh, I see. I assume that this is a glitch happening because of the translation and that these should say yes and no. Like, is this good?
Yeah.
And I'm hoping left is yes. It
Maybe.
might have been.
It's certainly frozen out. Completely frozen.
Okay, no. We have frozen the game. All right.
Okay, great.
Let's try this.
Literally falling down at
Again.
not even the first hurdle.
Alright. Okay. Hopefully it's not a case of the patch breaking the ROM and this whole thing being a futile exercise. Let's find out by going with a different name.
Beat.
Beat.
Mm-hmm. Feel the beat.
And... Okay.
Oh, this is fun.
Hold on.
Oh.
This might just be some bullshit that goes away. It's not going away, though.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I did not do enough validation. Let's try one more thing.
Okay.
There's one other file we can try. Although I don't think it's going to auto-apply a patch, which might limit our ability to comprehend the story.
Well, it's saying... Oh, nope.
Yeah.
It fell apart there.
Okay. However, let's find out. Is this going to work? Like, is it the patch?
Oh, is it the game?
So that's what should happen.
Okay. And then presumably you just hit start on that?
Oh, and then it's saying, Player 2, what slot do you want to save your character data in?
Oh, I guess here.
Okay. So, I don't think we should try to play this in Japanese right now.
No, you don't think we should learn Japanese in this exact moment?
No, and I think that, like, well, my point is that, like, I'm confident there are beat-em-ups that we could play in the original Japanese and just do fine.
Yeah, but you want to hear what this story is.
I'm invested in the saga of Kunio-kun.
Okay, so can you apply the patch to this? Do you have the technical know-how?
Well, the big question becomes, this is riveting content.
It is! People are fascinated by the idea of playing a ROM fan translation.
So, the big question becomes simply whether... Yeah, okay. So... This might be fixable somehow.
This is the... Yeah, waffle syrup.
Well,
Volunteers for this.
we should also note, though, that we do good content at other times.
Yes, let's make a good judgment call here. Our content is occasionally good.
And I'm proud to say that we never pander. All of our content is sincere. You'll never catch me, playing to the masses by doing things that I think other people would enjoy.
No.
Okay, so the question is, will a FIG file...
Hey.
It was fun.
Carrie Ann watched all of it.
At some point, I have to at least finish the Casey's Mod run that I had going when I stopped. But otherwise, I've realized that...
Then James went
what's
back
wrong
to
with retro gaming? Classic gaming. Just play...
I'd watch James fail to figure out the timeline of modern games all day long.
Okay. No, this ROM has been shattered by the patch.
Oh, okay, it's just gone.
Yeah, okay.
This is not working at all.
Ah, man. It's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
But what it means is that we need to pivot. So,
okay.
What else of the notable games remains?
Well, Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage, but that wasn't the only one. I had discovered some... Okay, hold on. To the two plays. There are Streets of Rage.
Mm-hmm.
But I own those. But I have to get the Switch. All right. Final Fight 2.
Okay.
We can do Final Fight 2.
So say you.
All right.
Oh, we are showing our...
Oh, the spreadsheet is just displaying?
Yeah, the spreadsheet's just displaying. It's just sharing the screen. Didn't even ask. Just going to show you a spreadsheet to the world.
I had shared this, but okay. I'm going to turn that off.
This is just raw data, people.
That's not even... No, there's a stylized version.
Oh, yeah. This is going to look so good when we rank them all.
Debut it properly. Okay. Well, here we go. I'm going to acquire...
It is odd that it just falls down at the first hurdle there, because it was playing smooth.
It's not that odd because there are multiple dumps often of different games, and it's just wildly inconsistent which version the patch was intended to modify.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times in the old days of emulation, one thing that happened a fair bit was that people would actually dump a game and then attach their own header to it, so that when you launched the game, it came up. It had a front end screen that was just check out our wares site, dude, or something like that. So yeah. All right. Well, nonetheless, here we go.
We will jump into Final Fight. James will test.
We're gonna do Final Fight 2.
Extensively off camera, and we'll get that working. James is changing the stream.
Changing the stream name.
He's getting ready to
We'll have Shodai
Nekketsu
Kouha Kunio-kun ready to go next week.
What we're going to call this section on YouTube. Failure to launch.
Oh, wait, I got another new game. Another contemporary game coming up, Waffle Syrup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly when. Probably after I do King's Quest 4. I was originally only going to do King's Quest 1 through 3, but now I'm invested. And it seems to make sense to do the first 4 and then take a break, because those are the text parser games.
Right.
I'll come back and do the 4 point-and-click games in the series. But in between, I'm at least going to check out the Chants of Sinare, I think it's called. Have you heard of this?
No.
It is a puzzle game or an adventure puzzle game where the gimmick is you're in a strange land that speaks language you don't understand, and all the puzzles revolve around learning the language by being well, I came up to this person and they are obviously talking about their bird that is sick, because they're gesturing at it and saying, and you gotta like figure out what
after the destruction. Sorry to interrupt you, but after the destruction of the Mad Gear Gang, Metro City slowly returned to normal. Cody and Jessica went on vacation together, and Guy went back to his training schedule. Haggar also returned home and continued to rule Metro City as mayor, but secretly. Rule is a great way to put that.
It sounds real appealing, and it looks beautiful.
It does sound interesting. I like that
which
idea.
Which is in stark contrast to another modern game that I was thinking of doing.
Now the Mad Gear Gang are ready to strike back at those who oppose them. Their first move is to kidnap Guy's fiancé, Rena, and her father, Genrushia, when Rena's sister
Maki learns of this. She contacted Haggar for help.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going the other way with this now.
Hello! This is Mayor Mike Haggar.
Mike, it's me, Maki. You have to help me. The Mad Gear Gang have kidnapped my father and sister.
What? The Mad Gear are back, but how?
That doesn't matter. I found out that the Mad Gear are heading for Hong Kong, and I'm going after them.
The Mad Gear Gang must pay for their crimes. I'll meet you in Hong Kong. The mayor of Metro City should have no jurisdiction over Hong Kong. I owe you and Guy so much. Please let me go with you, Mike. Besides, I love kicking butt.
Kick and butt.
Boom. Mayor Haggar's eyes burst into flames. Note that the plot of this game is that Guy's fiancé has been kidnapped.
Yeah.
But the 3-player characters are going to be the Mayor Mike Haggar, his fiancé's sister, and some third dude.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Alright. Game level, normal. Attack button, Y and Y.
Well, it's telling us the one player. We can have different controls if we want.
Okay.
But, okay,
extra
attack
joy
Y.
Off.
Do we want extra joy?
No.
No,
it's off by
not.
default.
Yeah. Go with the defaults.
Okay.
Alright, so here we are. Final Fight 2. We haven't played the Final Fight 1 Super Nintendo port, but...
Or Guy's version of Final
Yeah, but I've played it before, and I can tell you that it's very faithful to the arcade without having 2 players. So, whatever. This is 2 players.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Let's get in.
2-player start.
Yeah. So we're playing with Maki Carlos.
Carlos, Haggar, Maki.
Now, why Carlos? Okay.
Yeah, I find it really odd.
I will be Maki.
And I don't know, I don't have a clear Street Fighter universe timeline to say, is this at the same time as Street Fighter Alpha, and so Guy is in a fighting tournament? That could be, maybe that's the explanation.
I will play...
It seems odd to me. I'm going to be Haggar.
I'll be Maki, the...
Here we go.
Blonde Kuniichi with a Japanese name who is in Hong Kong.
Well, she's in Hong Kong. She's not from Hong Kong. Boom! Big suplex.
Okay. Maki's
So,
got the kick.
this is Final Fight.
Yeah, you picked up...
Picked up a radio. And immediately, not a single... I guess it makes sense. Okay, whoops. The Mad Gear Gang members confronting us. Now that I think about it, it makes sense. None of them seem to be locals, but of course they're not. We were literally told that the gang was headed for...
They are from Metro City, originally.
Yeah.
Now, is there... What? Do I just have... Okay, I do have a... Does that eat my health? It doesn't.
How do you do it? Oh!
Both buttons.
I bet it eats your health if you hit somebody with it. And indeed it does.
It does, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so...
Not very much, though. Very reasonable amount. Oh, do you have a... You do... Oh,
hey, look! Chun-Li!
Oh, yeah, that is Chun-Li.
That's awesome, although I do question why Chun-Li, an international policewoman, and also an accomplished street fighter, is just chilling to eat her noodle bowl while a giant brawl happens.
Well...
Feet away from
Gotta remember, this is just life in this universe.
Yeah.
Like, if she stopped for every...
Right, wait, hold on. I don't want to interfere here with regulation street fighting.
Man. Did you play any of the new Street Fighter?
I have not. No, my most recent Street Fighter playing... Well, most recent chronologically, I've been playing
So
Street
I threw
Fighter
that guy
3.
into you.
I picked up the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection.
Yeah.
Most recent, in the sense of the latest game in the series I played, is actually Street Fighter 4. I am not with the times at all.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Have you played Street Fighter 6?
I haven't. I've seen lots of videos of it and heard lots of debate about the whether or not the new mode that lets you not have to memorize a ton of button combos and just sort of play for fun.
Kind of play like a Smash Bros. Kind of approach.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, this guy.
Oh, yeah.
The Andre the Giant character. And Dory Jr.
He looks like he's trying to, like, initiate some sort of dance.
Do the Andre, everybody.
This guy with 2 bottles. Oh, those are bombs.
Alright. So far,
Do you see
I
this?
would say...
He's got his... They're like electric tongs.
Yeah.
Okay, and this guy can block.
Well, the electrified tuning forks aren't doing a whole lot for Alec here because he doesn't have any sense of how to use them, it doesn't seem. He's got a good, like, cowering-based strategy going, but...
There you go.
Oh, you nipped me a little, but that's all right.
Sorry.
Boom.
Oh,
Big drop kick.
your health bar appears when I hit you under me.
Yeah.
As much as it does for everyone else. It's nice.
Yeah.
Nice touch, anyway.
So, yeah. Oh, I gotta finish my thought from earlier because I got this thing where my thoughts hang around. I was saying about Chance of Snare, like, I stopped reading about it once I understood the gimmick and that it was well regarded because it's like, okay, cool. I don't need to even have one example of how you solve the puzzle. I'll solve these. I'm looking forward to this. But also, I saw some screenshots and it has a beautiful art style. And I was saying that's in very great distinction to another contemporary indie game I was thinking of playing, The Case of the Golden Idol. Which is
I have heard of that one.
Oh,
you got a stick.
Ho ho, 2x4. Which is a sort of Oberdin-like, almost. Like, it's all about solving a mystery by figuring out the correct keywords to input into a Mad Libs.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it is one of the ugliest video games I have ever seen.
Oh, jeez.
It's a stylistic choice, but like it's a stylistic choice that looks like dog shit. And it's kind of put me off of playing it, which I think I'm going to get over because today somebody brought it up in casual conversation with me while I was catching up with a student. He brought it up. And it sounds gameplay-wise really good, and then it's just hideous though. So like playing it on the stream, I don't know if I want to both like, hey, watch me like rub my chin and try to figure out the right keyword to put in here. But also, anytime I take down the text menu that I'm filling in, it looks like absolute shit. I don't know.
I feel like this screen is maybe a bit narrow.
It's cramped.
Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, this is the same resolution as a bunch of other games we've played, but I think the sprite size, everything's very tall.
The gigantic sprites are very much a thing for how much we can get going on the screen. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, I will say that this game is a visual feast so far.
Yeah.
Like, everything looks great.
The
sprites are excellent.
Get into position to go
They're colorful, they're popping, the backgrounds are terrific.
I will say one thing about these sprites is they're a bit frozen. Like the stances are a bit weird. Like look how Haggar carries himself.
When he walks, he is not moving anything above the waist.
No, not at all.
But you know what? He is a professional wrestler in his 40s.
Yeah, true. He probably can't.
He might have just had a cervical fusion, or lumbar fusion done to his spine. You never know. Mm-hmm. He does kind of have the Rob Van Dam gait.
Does. Ooh, I got a stick now. Oh, I used the stick slightly differently than you.
I got some incense.
Good. I should use the stick differently. You're a huge wrestler man, and I'm a tiny, I'm going to say Asian woman. I know that she is
It's-
clearly Caucasian.
But we're in an anime context. Like,
Yeah.
Chun-Li is Chinese.
Yeah. I mean, Chun-Li is drawn to be Chinese in the most...
Ryu is Japanese.
Yeah.
I don't think even in the most recent one he looks in the slightest bit Japanese.
Wow.
Although, actually, I haven't seen a screenshot. But normally he just looks like a brown-haired white dude in a gi.
Oh, we've got a boss.
Ho ho!
He can be grabbed.
One. At least by me.
Yeah, well...
There might be a distinction. Oh, wow. Tough thing about the crowd control moves playing into the friendly fire. It makes sense that they would. Oh, his color bar is fading.
Ooh, you got me big on that one.
Or I thought it was. Maybe I hallucinated that. Ooh! Big drop kick from Wan.
God, too narrow. That's what I'm gonna say, but this is so far my review of this game. It's starting to affect who we can hit now.
Okay, there we go. He has a bar.
Got it.
I'm going to cower and let him... Oh wait, Maki is also in real bad shape.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take him down. Together. Oh no! I did not escape that dropkick. I should have fled in the opposite direction. So
that's
far,
me.
control-wise, this is
We
very...
we each got 5 lives. is what
very
we're
of a
letting hit
piece
up.
with the original Final Fight in that there's a few moves, but there's not really that much going on control-wise.
No, I wish we could get on either side of him. That's the real way to do this in a friendly fire competition sort of way. No, he loves backing up. He wants to be on the very edge of the screen. And he won't come to us. We could stand here forever, James. We've got a time limit.
Boom. Alright.
Okay, here we go.
My finisher. Just a vertical suplex.
That works. Works for me. Round 1. Clear. Okay. After defeating 1-1, Maki, Carlos, and Haggar learned that the Mad Gear's gang's base of operation had been moved to Europe. 1-1 told them that Rina and Genya Yusai are being taken there. The final fight for the lives of Genya Yusai and Rina is about to begin.
I bet this is not the final fight for their lives.
No, as it is stage 2.
But obviously, okay, we've got a globe-trotting thing.
We're in
and
France.
right off the bat, yeah, we're in France, baby. Like, even without the Eiffel Tower, they have really given us a French flavor here.
They did a smart thing here by setting up, like, this is the Mad Gear gang as well, so that they can get away with reusing these sprites. We're not fighting any mimes or anything, but logically they've made that make sense.
Yeah.
You know, why aren't we fighting mimes? Isn't this France?
Yeah. Maybe there will be a mime at some point.
I hope
Also,
the
a
boss is
possibility that we will fight the same enemies in every level. Not unlike our experience with Mighty Final Fight quite recently.
I think the bosses in each level will probably be quite unique.
Yes.
Because one was very clearly supposed to be a Hong Kong.
Yeah, he's the Mad Gear liaison in Hong Kong.
Exactly.
I think I'm not sure I'd seen a Robert before. I just took it down Robert.
Well, I think some of these guys have not like auto-generated, but semi-random names. So that was Shoot. Or Shoot. Mark. Yeah, I don't think they all have like the same. I don't think every guy who's blonde mohawk guy has the same name as every other blonde mohawk guy.
I don't know. Oh, hey, we just have Andore now. This guy's no Andore Jr.
Ooh, okay.
So I think that the palette swaps probably also have different names, but definitely they repeat the names within, like, every dude in the whatever color vest that looks like something has the same one name, which is beat-em-up tradition.
Yeah.
Outside of the Kunio-kun games, as it happens.
Yeah, getting harder. You can tell by our health that we're taking more hits now.
Yeah. So that's good. It's providing some. The thing is that for all that it's really quite limited. Maybe there's some cool moves we're not catching.
Yeah.
But by and large, pretty limited game. But it's fun because it's tight.
Yeah.
Like the controls work pretty well. They're simple. And getting to do crowd control when you're being attacked by a bunch of enemies is fun. This plays really smooth. Like, it's not... Even though with the original Final Fight port, they couldn't even get it... You know, they're like, yeah, we gotta go single player to make sure we have, like, fidelity here. Here, it's fine. No slowdown. Lots of sprites on the screen. Lots of colors.
Oh, he was doing a new move. He was doing a sort of charge move. Now he's a coward again.
Yeah, when we're back to the one in red is Endore.
Yeah. The one in blue is Endore Jr. We're 1 kilometer away from the airport?
Yeah, looks like it. I don't know that the... you'd think that we would actually be getting further from the airport as we fight our way through France. Maybe we arrive by boat. Yeah. And then we'll head to Italy or whatever's next. Via plane. Although, why would you take a plane from... You know what? I'm overthinking this.
It is odd that we...
Oh, please have a turkey in this trash. No.
No.
Hey, it's G Andore. Giant Andore. Even though they're all the same size.
Taking out Elliot, you're taking out Andore. 2 Elix.
Ha! There's one thing to try. Just put your head down. Don't question what's up ahead. Just charge. Aeroport.
Aeroport. That's French, baby. I'm parking my car in the parking lot. Hey, a knife?
Oh, it's a throwing
knife. Well, how could you have known?
I wanted to be throwing knife lariats. An extremely dangerous move. Very difficult to work.
Nice. Ah, damn. Knife guys loves to jump around.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna find new moves. Like, I've even tried, like, doing a sweep. Like I'm doing a Hadouken or something. Nothing. And yet, it's fun.
Yeah.
And, like, looks great. The music's good. I don't know, like, they could have gone Frencher with this song.
Yeah. So, I can La Vie en Rose, is that what you want?
Yeah, like, just give me like a tasteful accordion track.
Yeah.
Well.
There's your turkey. There's your turkey barbecue, apparently. Actually, that's what it said when you picked it up. Have you ever barbecued a turkey? Oh, he got me. He got me with his dumb run move. La Vie en Rose. Oh, God. I don't know if I told you, but during the storm, me and Carrie were listening to the radio. Yeah. As you do. During storms, you resort to the media of our ancestors.
Yeah.
Sure. So we were listening to Q104, the local classic rock station. We were also listening to the new like top 40s station.
Oh, is Q104 a classic rock station now?
Q104 has always been rock. It's always
been a rock station, but it wasn't a classic rock format in the past.
Well, they have classic rock hours. They also don't really play like top 20 music, even top 20. Oh, this is France's guy.
Yeah. All right.
Who does this dude look like from Street Fighter?
Zangief.
Yes.
He's got Zangief's chest hair.
He's got Zangief's chest hair. 100%. They go to the same manscaper.
Yeah, if Haggar wasn't waxing, but he's an American wrestler.
Big hit from Freddy.
He just came up in a culture where you wax your chest to make your muscles pop.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, we were.
Oh man, Freddy hits hard, or I wasn't monitoring my health well, or both.
I think it's both. Oop, you got him. Anyway, we were listening to the radio. I just decided to scroll around and see what all the radio channels were, and we got a bunch of French channels, as you do. This is Halifax. Acadien. We've got a lot of French channels. But a song was playing in French that both me and Carrie Ann had heard in English before. And we could recognize the song, but we could not figure out
what it was.
And we had no access to the internet.
Oh, no.
To figure out what it was. So...
Did you never solve the mystery?
No, we solved it. It just took forever.
What was it?
It was Waters of March was the song.
Okay.
Which is apparently originally a Portuguese song, but it has also been sung in French and English.
I see.
A stick, a stone, do-do-do-do. Do you know this song? Waters of March?
No.
Very good song. I enjoy it quite a bit.
Cool.
Ooh, nice. Break, car, bonus.
Here we go. All right, I'll use the police baton.
Man, Street Fighter hates cars.
You gotta move. You're doing nothing, and now you're killing me.
Get down.
Stop it. Move up, Greg. Oh man.
Why do we gotta go to different sides?
No, you don't have to go to the different side. There we go. It's just the rear your side was the only.
I was pushing back. I couldn't go back any further.
You had to step backwards and then up.
I never step backwards, James. Forward. Always forward. That is not where France is.
4 p.m.
Oh, sorry. This is Holland. Those are landmines.
Those are landmines, yeah. This is Holland. Apparently, a war zone in the Street Fighter universe around whatever time this is. 1990X? I don't know.
I think it's just contemporary. I think this is just 1990, like, what, 2, 3? Is this what system is this for?
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. This is a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Okay. Doing pretty good for themselves. The Street Fighter universe is insane.
It is. It certainly is.
I mean, all fighting games, when left to go long enough, become inscrutably insane.
There we go. Come on, idiots. Yeah, come on. Come on.
Get behind you now.
Alright. Oh, come on. He bear hugged me for a ton of my health.
Ooh, did you? No. Got him.
Alright. Well, they're coming with a lot more moves now. Or not a lot more, but some of them got some moves.
Yeah, some of them have some avoiding moves. Ah, fucking mines, man. Get out of here, Leroy. His name's Lip. Ooh. Endore.
Yes.
Yeah. Tekken is pretty unhinged.
Like, from what I understand,
is pretty unhinged.
Tekken actually works the gimmick the gimmick hidden characters into a story.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, just throw our dudes who have tiger heads.
Yep. Well, the tiger head people are wrestlers.
Oh, okay. They're just like tiger masks.
They are explicitly tiger masks down to the orphanage.
Okay. Okay. But then there's there's a kangaroo, right?
There is, and he's just a kangaroo.
And a bear.
A panda, yes.
I really could have probably used that one.
I also needed it.
Alright.
We all need turkeys, James.
That was a lobster. Come on. You're not even looking at the food before you eat it.
No, I get criticized for this at home as well.
Yeah.
How could you have eaten so fast?
Carrie Ann makes supper and you're like, yeah. Hey, he cooked this chicken really well. She's like, it's a fucking hamburger. Oh, man.
Oh,
but maybe in Tekken 8 they will reveal,
maybe in 8 the kangaroo
man,
will be back.
Heihachi betrayed me.
Who?
What?
This.
Oh, the
plank elevator. Okay. Ah, nice.
And then Jack the cyborg isn't even a hidden character.
No, he's just a cyborg. There are a lot of the Tiger Mask characters also have a lot going on as well.
Yeah, and there's multiples of them.
There's multiples of them because, they get replaced, much like Tiger Mask, so there's multiple versions.
And then I know Tekken and Soul Calibur occupy the same universe. Is that true?
I don't know if that is true.
Isn't Yoshimitsu in both of those games?
He might be in both of them, but that doesn't mean it's the same universe, because both of them have, like, they have different names for it. Oh, I did a weird backwards
Names for what?
jump. Look at that.
What?
I have a forward jump thing when I do a loop.
Huh.
Yeah, so they have different names for it, but they have like cameo. So in Mortal Kombat, it's called cameo fighters with a K. Because Mortal Kombat. Oh, you killed me.
Well, like Soul Calibur, like I think it was Soul Calibur 2 had a different exclusive hidden character who was a guest from another game, depending on what console. So like,
well, one of them had
which was a
Yoda.
ripoff for everybody who did not have a GameCube because you got Link.
Well, one of them had Yoda.
Yeah, but everybody was mad when
they
they
get Link?
CG animated Yoda and made him like a ninja fighter doing flips and stuff.
Dumb people were mad. That was the best part. That was one of the best parts of the prequel trilogy. Make Yoda an awesome flippy grandpa.
My favorite stupid thing about the prequels, that like you understand how they got to it, but Obi-Wan in the original is supposed to be in A New Hope is supposed to be hiding on Tatooine, and so he is, as part of his hiding, he is wearing the traditional desert nomad robes.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the prequels, it turns out all the Jedi actually just wear the desert nomad robes of Tatooine all the time as their default uniform.
Yeah, that's just how they dress. Well, to be
and at that point, you're like, okay, so hold on. Your plan to hide was to go to the planet where the guy you are hiding him from was born.
Yep.
Stay very close to the city that he grew up in.
Yep.
Not change your name, except your first name.
Just change your first
extremely
name.
distinctive surname.
Now, to be fair,
and dress like a Jedi.
The first name thing was canon in the original trilogy as well.
Oh yeah.
He was. I am not Ben Kenobi. I am Obi-Wan Kenobi.
When Luke's like, I don't know an Obi-Wan, but I wonder if he means old Ben
Kenobi.
Well, he fucking might. Sure. That. Oh hey, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. See.
What? How?
I don't know. It's like when you hit when you're jumping forward and hit jump again in the air.
Nope.
It's not doing us any good trying to figure out how we're doing.
No, and also I kind of suspect that the splash is just like the drop kick. It doesn't actually matter which one you do. Although it suggests there could be other moves. But probably not. And yet, like, god damn it, Capcom. You had 4 face buttons and 2 shoulder buttons to work with. And they were even like, I'm guessing that Extra Joy dedicates a button to your like power attack that drains your health instead of having you press both buttons at the same time.
Right, okay. That makes sense.
But
Ooh, wrench!
No,
the wrench isn't anything.
Damn it, Endori. Oh wait, it's gone. Oh, the wrench is just like, oh man, selling this when we get back to Metro City.
Yeah, there's a wrench. Do you know you can take, do you know that Canadian Tire has a lifelong return policy?
For everything? Or just wrenches?
For tools.
Okay.
And my dad took advantage of this once when he found a hammer inside of a wall in a building he was renovating. Took it to Canadian Tire, got himself a new hammer.
Wow. Was it broken?
No.
Or was he just like, this hammer is like, it's not as shiny anymore.
This hammer...
Ever since I found it in a wall.
Head's loose.
Interesting.
Give me a new
So you don't need a receipt?
He didn't.
You just find a hammer and you're like, hey, give me a new hammer in exchange for this broken old hammer I found in a dump. Okay, great.
Well, it's supposed to be your hammer. You're not supposed to do it to ones you find in the wall.
Sure,
but what's stopping you?
Yeah, the system is open to abuse if there's no validation going on. Sorry, Greg.
Oh.
I thought we had slightly longer in the transition, so I had my left hand off the control. Didn't want to get punched in the back of the head.
Dumpster diving for hammers. Hey man, if all you need is a hammer.
Then the scheme gets complicated though, because how much are we what are we gonna do with the new hammers now? You know, you spend the day, you turn up maybe like 6 garbage hammers. assuming that you're looking.
How much can a banana cost? $7?
But now, like, where does the profit come in? Like, with the hammer, the gimmick is like,
this guy has a bomb. Okay.
And both guys have either killed an ally or killed themselves with it so far.
Yep.
They came in with the fireball. It is actually apparently, although I don't think Zangief is quite the same way, but at least in Final Fight, and if we assume that Andore is a professional wrestler, it's just canon that these guys have the weirdest gait.
Yep.
She's like, no. You ever watch pro wrestling?
Whoa.
Nobody ever moves above the waist.
I like this guy. This sort of Frankenstein. Oop.
Yeah, why wasn't this guy, Bratkin, like, at least his shirt, like, makes him look like he should be the boss in France. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It sure has a Frenchness to it.
It does. The stripes. I got this guy.
Ah, damn it, Bratkin.
You handle Brothkin. I got Brothkin. God, this guy loves just hugging you to death.
He's a pervert. Oh, man. Yeah, this Bratkin guy, like, he didn't even knock me down. He just punched me twice, and that's my health now. Oof. Well, actually, that didn't even hurt that much relative to getting hit by the actual boss.
Oh, by the boss.
Well, I got him to yellow-green. Oh, good. 0 counts, as we used to say when I was a lad. So I've still got a life in reserve if I take a single punch from Rockin. I don't know if we've got continues or not.
I don't think we do. I think we got
Feels
5
like we
lives.
might not because we're pretty deep in the game.
Yeah. Oh,
Damn.
ooh, that is your life. Okay, Bracken is down to his final.
Striking to me that there there was more moveset diversity in Mighty Final Fight on the NES.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Oh.
Try to get out of the way of that. Couldn't do it. Watch out. His flying kick is quite...
Oof.
Damn it! He managed to do it every time I get in the perfect position. Yeah, sorry.
It's alright, it's alright. Oh, damn it, he killed me. I was about to get him with my finisher. Oh, we do have continues.
Oh, good. And you can change to Carlos.
He cleared the round, but hopefully it will still let me come back.
Now we're in England at 8 p.m. Yes.
Great. Alright, Carlos. Yep. He's medium speed, I'm guessing. Haven't played Maki yet, but Carlos is right down the middle.
Carlos has a sword on his back, currently armed with a...
baton that he found on the ground. I mean, it might just be like, it's against the Bushido code to go to a bunch of guys who are looking for a fist fight and just murder them with a katana. Probably when the guy, like the sword master, forged the blade, he said some stern warning about not using it to just massacre random dudes in random British people. Or I guess
these aren't British people.
Yeah, no,
these are Americans who've invaded Britain.
Yeah.
Britain's own chav gangs are pissed off at these guys. We're doing them a service. I want the baton now.
So,
Alright, you do a sort of monkey flip thing.
So I've continued my King's questing
Yeah, how's
on
that
the
going?
weekends. Well, I beat Romancing the Throne, the second King's Quest game, at an even faster pace than the first one. It came together for me a little bit quicker because I actually, with the first game, I wound up like session one, mapped the whole. Oh man, Carlos went down already. Session 1, mapped everything, found all but one. It turned out of the free floating accessible objects to solve the puzzles with, and then
Andore! Is Andore a boss now?
Yeah, this is Super Andore.
Okay, he's like a mini boss.
Yeah.
But it's weird that they would just
not even like
promote
put him
Andore.
in purple and call K Andore. Also, I bet if at this point if they had just called him Andre,
People would have been fine with it. Oh man, I'm
sued.
sinking down in my seat here.
So yeah, I had the difference between the first one and the second one for me is that in the first one I wasn't sure after session 1 how to get started, and it took me like an hour and a half or more in session 2 before I had the breakthrough, and then everything just kind of came together, one thing after another. Yeah, I don't get why Carlos is in this game. He doesn't play in any way differently than I would expect Guy to. Except actually, Guy is the small, and I bet that Maki is obviously the small.
Maki is the small, yeah.
But like he's even doing the judo throw as his throw. And again, the plot of the game is that Guy's fiance has been kidnapped.
Yep.
But no one's even called him.
No. Does Guy even know? He said he went back to his school. Has anyone contacted the school?
Maybe it's just like oh yeah, while the semester is going, this guy never has time for anything. I know that life.
Would you have time to save your fiance and her father though?
Yeah.
You'd make time.
Yes.
You'd miss a
class.
class.
I would step up.
Even if it was Thursday.
On a Thursday, I might have to do the class and then hit the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of this stuff happens at night, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. This is 8 o'clock. You'd be free.
But it's 8 p.m. in the UK.
Oh, well, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so I actually figured out what I was missing in King's Quest 2 because it turned out to be a progress flag. Literally just the mermaid that you need to find to get the quest really going will not spawn if you have not read the inscription on the magic door. But the magic door is across a rickety bridge that you can only cross X number of times in the game before it collapses.
Right.
And so in session 1, I had crossed and read the rickety the inscription and then reloaded to get the bridge crossing back, thinking, well, now I've got the hint. But no, it's not even a thing where now Graham has the knowledge, and
that's Mackie did.
Someone will give him a clue.
I will jump over to Haggar, see how Haggar plays. I imagine it's very similar to Maki. Oh, that's different. Look at that.
And yeah, so I figured that out because I was like, better read the manual and see if I missed anything. No, the manual had nothing. But then I was just I was getting the video ready for YouTube, and I saw the game box, and I realized on the front of the game box they clearly show the magic door, and you can tell by looking at it that in fact these guys are so bad at firebombs.
They're very bad.
You can tell by looking at it that it is 3 nested doors, and then also they're all open on the game box, and beyond it you see the tower where the maiden that King Graham is looking for is.
Oh.
Philippe. Yeah, wait a minute. How's this guy? Every boss after the France level seems like they should be the boss of France.
Yeah.
But perhaps especially Philippe.
Okay, James, check this out. Hold on, let me get a dude. I gotta grab a dude, and Philippe is not letting me showcase this. Perhaps I'll show you on the next level. Did you do the power slam out of the air before?
I don't think so.
The spinning sit out?
No, like the power bomb?
Yeah, power bomb.
No.
Look, I can do this.
Oh man.
If I can just.
I should have tried.
Well, I never tried it with Maki. I imagine Maki has one too.
I don't know, because in Mighty Final Fight, although we never discovered it when we were reading later, we did discover that Haggar does have a jumping power bomb in that game too. But only Haggar has a jumping grapple move. So it could be the power distinction. Alright, Philippe's done.
Nice.
Thanks for playing.
The king of England. Philippe the clown.
Alright, there's round 4.
Okay, where to now?
We have 6 total rounds.
Bonus stage!
Break drum.
Oh, you can't hit them when they're on fire.
Yep.
As you might imagine.
That's best practice with barrels in real life.
I'm doing well.
You're doing your best, and that's what's important. And you're having fun, and that's also important. So, do you want to hear about the absurd puzzle in King's Quest 2? Which actually, as it happened, didn't slow me down even a touch. There's a 10-foot viper in your path.
Oh, we're in Italy. It's noon now.
You get to the plateau the viper is on by getting the dusty oil lamp from the antique shop. Would you believe that if you rub the dust off it, a genie comes out?
Yeah.
He comes out, and he doesn't ask you what you wish for. He knows you want a magic carpet. And then if you ride the magic carpet, it takes you to a very high plateau, where a 10-foot viper blocks your path. So I was like, I looked at my items. I didn't see anything obvious that was going to help. So I was like, let's rub the lamp again. And the genie popped out, and he's like, here, you want a sword with a snake on the hilt? And I thought, I wonder if I can get the snake to fall in love with the hilt.
Okay, check this out.
No, you can't. Show.
Boom.
Very nice. Jumping, spinning pile driver.
Yep, that's what it is. Also, did they just not think people who played video games knew what Venice was? Why were we in London before, but now they just say Italy when we are clearly in Venice?
I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, you got some stabs.
Yeah, hey, Carlos knows how to stab.
Hey, look at this guy. He knows how to stab.
Yeah. It's because of his sword expertise. Although he's very much got the samurai whole thing about not even touching his blade.
The Leonardo from Ninja Turtles thing of never using his blade to cut a person.
Yeah, so the solution to the puzzle... Well, it turns out later, I did discover, you can't just kill the snake with the sword. It's just, I didn't even try that because generally the violent solutions are fewer points. So you feel smarter and get more points if you find the non-violent solution.
Oh, this is nice. Now I want a boat.
So I rubbed the magic lamp a third time, and the genie came and he gave me a bridle. And so I was like, okay. And I thought to myself, if I throw the bridle at the snake, will he fall in love with it? Because it's also it's got string, it's got cords, looks like a snake, some stupid thing. So that was my thought process that led me to almost immediately be like, throw bridle at snake.
Yeah.
Turns out that is the answer. But can you guess why, Greg? Can you guess what happens when you throw a bridle at a 10-foot viper?
You ride it. It becomes your mount.
Nope.
No?
No.
What is it?
It turns into a Pegasus.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And you know what? A little bit of frame skippy jutteriness that could just be the emulator, but could also be the fact that we're on a boat that is actually the field of play is moving.
The field of play is definitely moving up and down a little bit here. That is purposeful.
Yeah.
Good job, Carlos.
Yeah. Just a really precise punch. It's not a power.
Look at this lady clapping.
Nice. Look at Carlos's fighting stance. Very graceful.
Keeping it loose.
I bet Carlos is a flamenco dancer.
Yep.
So, turns into a Pegasus. I don't know. I got lucky. Apparently some people struggle to actually reason out that the Viper is really a Pegasus and it needs a bridle to become a Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't reason it out. I just stumbled into it, but almost instantly, so I wasn't frustrated.
Because you thought you could have seduced the snake.
Yeah, I think the actual answer doesn't make any more or less sense than the stupid thing I was trying, but it worked. So I'm not going to look that gift horse in the mouth. And from there, it was all very just yep, do this, do this, do this. I found out later that
3 Alex.
That you do get more points for killing Dracula than you do for just having the cross so he doesn't kill you.
Makes sense.
So I didn't get those points because
lots of Alex. There's 5 Alex coming at him.
Yeah. This is the whole this is the entire Italian public utility staff.
You gotcha.
These Alex are responsible for maintaining the grid.
Oh, they're not doing a good job.
When everybody's making pasta at once. So, I beat King's Quest 2 so fast on the weekend that I even started King's Quest 3. which so far, I think, is the coolest one.
Oh, that's great.
Elevator, get some barbecue going.
So, nice.
Yeah. So, that was all very cool. And, yeah, when I started the third one, so the third one, King's Quest 3, To Err is Human. Once again, a King's Quest game where you do not play as a king, but also the first King's Quest game where you neither play as a king, nor are you given a quest by a king.
Oh.
Now this is solely King's Quest 3 because it's in the series. The title means nothing anymore. You do not play as King Graham. The game is not set in the Kingdom of Daventry. Instead, you play as a young boy named Gwydion in a far-flung land called Ludor.
Okay.
Hey, Roland. Is Roland in Street Fighter at some point?
I don't know. He moves around.
He might just be in other Final Fights.
I mean, he's in Street Fighter in that he's, he's here. He's present.
Is he in one of the Street Fighter tournaments?
Screw this guy. I don't think so.
I hate Roland.
He's terrible. There we go.
And he has a white bar that hasn't even... Okay, there. Now it's pink.
Pink.
Mauve.
There we go. Catch him.
Hold still, you little freak.
Now it's blue.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
You ruined my punching.
No, it's true. And it seemed to lock so that you weren't getting the knockdown. That might have been gimmickable, at least until you killed me. I wonder if we have unlimited continues.
No idea.
Did not show a countdown of continues.
Oh.
Ah, man, sorry. Sorry, Mayor. Mr. Mayor.
Oh, it's okay, son.
Man, I hate you, Roland. Friggin' turd.
And he can get up here to a place where we cannot be.
Well, we at least have one more. I'll try Maki. Maki is a little bit faster than Carlos.
Good, we need speed right now. God. Sorry, Maki.
Problematic.
Problematic.
I don't know if I'd vote for Mayor Haggar again. Just because of all the times he punched that one woman in the face. Oh, no. I totally spaced out. You died and I stopped trying because I started as Haggar and wasn't thinking.
Yes, I meant to go to Carlos as well, but you
Have I lost 2 lives? Or
no,
you just
1.
started 4?
You started 4. Oh, shit. That can't be good.
God damn it, Roland.
He didn't need another thing. God damn it.
Ah, this guy loves grenades.
I know, he didn't need another thing.
I guess the money here is to knock him onto his own grenades, but that would be hard to plan for. He's not doing an attack when he jumps. But his throwing grenades are like nitro grenades and they explode when you touch them.
Holy hell.
This blows.
This is terrible. Now I'm only punching you. I can't even argue that. We're just fighting each other. Come on. Yes, you got him. 1 kick. That's all we need. Yes, I downed him. Okay. Just getting grenaded to death. It's terrible. I watched the new Ninja Turtles movie last night. That's what I did.
Oh, hold on. Let me finish my thought.
Sorry.
So yeah, you're a boy named Gwydion who lives in the kingdom of Ludor, and Gwydion is the slave of an evil magician who lives in a tower on top of a mountain. And the manual fleshes out the magician Manannan's backstory, which is that he hates people so much he doesn't want them around. But if he summoned spirits to do his menial tasks for him, they would have a lot more freedom to bother him and talk to him than a single cowed human. So he's hit on a system where he kidnaps the baby.
Fuck that boss.
And then he enslaves the baby, But if the baby shows signs of
As
independence...
Roland laid on the ground, he told our three heroes something shocking. You must travel back to Japan where my master awaits. We were never in Japan. There you will also find Yushi and Rina, and beware my master's most powerful man on the world. You cannot be defeated. Ha 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 ha.
Cannot be defeated. You will die. Ha ha ha. All right, here we are.
You must go back to Japan. We were never in Japan. We were in Hong Kong, which as far as I know has never been under the aegis of Japan.
No. Here, come get it, boys.
Okay, I'll get on the other side too.
Do you guys like landmines?
They were way too close.
Alright. Yeah, I could have seen that coming. Oh well. Excellent music. Terrific aesthetics in this game.
Oh, shit.
And like, the gameplay is fun, just it hasn't done a single...
Yeah.
The only thing it did at any point that was different from everything before it in the entire game was having one really annoying boss.
Yes.
And that was a downgrade.
Yep.
To the experience. Oh man, I'm already down to no lives. I'm not good at Maki. Or I'm just my performance is degrading. At any rate, if they don't show signs of independence, he just kills them when they're 18 because he knows they will. Gwydion is 17. And also, for some reason, knows, maybe Mananan told him at some point, I don't know. He knows he's from the Kingdom of Daventry, I think.
Okay.
And so he's like, man, who are my real parents? What kind of life would I have if I lived in Daventry? And that's where the game starts. So instead of, here's a real basic, framing story that explains why Graham needs to complete 3 find the object quests, and then you get dropped in an open area that you explore to get the free floating objects and then solve some fairy tale logic puzzles. Mm-hmm. Instead, you start in a very confined space in the Tower of the Wizard Mananan, where the game proceeds on a timer. So events proceed, and the main events are just the wizard teleports into the room you're in and is like, the kitchen is filthy, sweep the kitchen. Or you haven't fed my chickens. And then I haven't actually been killed for failure to do my chores because I figured better do this chore he just told me to do. But there's plenty of other things he'll kill you for, including if he finds you somewhere you're not supposed to be, if he finds you with any of his stuff, or if he finds you with anything that could be used as a spell reagent. Which leads into the fact that if he pops into the room and says, Gwydion, I am running an errand, I'll be back. While the cat's away, the mouse can play. You can run around, and when you find your way into his secret magical lab, you get you find his spellbook. And for copy protection purposes, the spellbook information is actually all in the manual. But there are X number of spells that all require X number of reagents. And so I think the main puzzle solving in the game is going to be all about subverting Mananan's magic against him by sneakily assembling the spell reagents and then figuring out what to use the spells for to get away. It's pretty cool. And when you find the objects, if you go in Gwydion's room and use the look around to get the description, one thing it mentions is that Mananan pays no attention to this room because you're beneath his notice when you're not doing things for him. So when you have forbidden items, which all are kindly given an asterisk in your inventory, you have to hide them under the bed before he gets home. So I didn't get very far because I only played for an hour, but that was enough to be okay, here, the story is a full-on story, and I get dropped into the story and I'm experiencing it. Instead of there's a story which leads up to why Graham is now walking around, 48 screens to find objects. It's cool. I'm enjoying it. I'm digging it. Started Ultima Underworld 2 on Sunday. It's good so far. But I haven't played much. And that's my thing. You were saying something a minute ago, Greg.
Well, I saw the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this weekend.
Oh, how was it?
That was good. Yeah, it was. I think that the relationship the turtles have with each other is maybe the best it's ever been. It's so realistic. The camaraderie feels very real to brothers and teenagers. It is extremely helped by the fact that this is the first time that actual teens have played all the Turtles.
Oh, wow.
And so,
I'm going to stick with Maki and try to do better on attempt 2.
I think it's also helped a lot by the fact that apparently they recorded as much as they could together, like all in the same room.
Nice.
Which is not always the way it's done in animated films, but they did it with this, and you can really tell there's a lot of like very realistic like crosstalk.
That's how the Batman the Animated Series was recorded.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like like these turtles feel like teens in a very real and fun way. It is also a surprisingly gross film.
Huh.
Like, they do not shy away from like
body horror.
Not
or like
well,
violence?
a little bit of body horror, honestly, but just like it's just a little gross. Like everything's a little slimy and a little ugly.
Huh. Like the sewer.
Like the sewer.
They're actually like living in like a pile of shit.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. I mean, they don't show it, but they do say that there is a rat surfing on a cockroach surfing on a turd at one point.
Wow.
And there's also a weird bug mutant creature that Splinter makes out with.
Huh. Like under some kind of compulsion, or because like
because he's in love with her.
Okay. All right.
She's voiced by
I got an extra life.
Alex Hirsch of Gravity Falls fame.
Oh.
Who also did a lot of work on the film. Yeah, it's from one of the same writers as one of the writers who worked on this also did Mitchell's versus the Machines, which was a really good movie, kind of a pandemic movie that.
Mayor Haggar winning the handicap match.
Yeah, they keep
while his valet Maki looks on.
But yeah, really good, great cast. Like. The four main turtles are mostly unknowns. One of them probably is more known. He's done some like Disney stuff. Well, I don't know if Disney or Nickelodeon or whatever, but live action children's television.
Yeah.
But all the other people in the cast are like just great. I'm gonna stick to go over to Carlos because I haven't played him yet. All the adult casts are just incredible gets. Mostly due to I was saying this to Carrie Ann, who I watched it with. Mostly down to like when you get a franchise that has been around forever and has mostly been aimed at children since the 80s. In the
now
Turtles.
You can cast adults who grew up loving it.
Exactly. So like Ice Cube plays Superfly, the main villain of the film. And he does that explicitly because apparently him and his son are both big Turtle fans.
Nice.
You need this more than me.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, Rose.
110 pounds of muscle. She's eating big sides of barbecue just off the ground. You'd think she would either.
But she's getting a ton of like she's just doing that now.
Yeah, like
when she's going
toned.
from city to city.
Oh yeah,
beating up guys. She needs those.
You gotta have need
protein.
some deep conditioning actually to do this much fighting.
Okay, I don't think I can jump while holding a guy as Carlos.
No,
you let him go. So it's just Haggar.
Yeah,
it's just Haggar. That's just his finisher. That's just his move. But yeah.
Wonder why they never like. I know Haggar is in Saturday Night Slam Masters, but I wonder why they never brought Haggar into the Street Fighter at any point. Like, give him a backstory with an old rivalry with Zangief.
Yeah, I feel like they have brought him in as like a side or background character, but I feel like at this point they're kind of more like they want to just keep the franchises separate in a weird way.
Okay.
He's just really going from one to the other. Okay.
Because, like, obviously in Street Fighter Alpha you have both Guy and Sodom.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about anything else. Like, that Rolento really seemed familiar to me, but he could be familiar from Final Fight, a series that I'm familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
We will find out the answer to that.
Well, there's that big crossover game too. That's not Street Fighter or Final Fight.
Capcom versus Marvel.
No. It's like an internal crossover thing. It's a bunch of Capcom properties.
Capcom versus Capcom.
I don't know if that's it.
That might not be the name.
That might not be it. But yeah, there's that, which I think a few Final Fight people show up in alongside Street Fighter characters. So they've been in fighting games together before. It is just a... And then there's like Capcom versus SNK. I think they might have been in that as well. Did you ever get into any SNK games?
We're going to play a bunch of SNK games when we're through the notables, which is pretty soon.
Yeah. I never got deep into any SNK games.
Oh, wow. So you've never played like I'm blanking on the name of the Metal Storm? No? Oh my god. What is the side-scrolling shooting series? SNK's
Metal Slug?
Metal Slug. Oh,
no, never played Metal Slug.
Never played Metal Slug.
No.
King of the Monsters. Fucking Fatal Fury, Samurai Showdown.
Oh, I might have played Fatal Fury actually.
But yeah, there are. I just got them working today. Got the Neo Geo BIOS working.
Yeah.
Although some of them I gotta look into. I can't. Up till now, I've maintained a policy of if the game is available for purchase in some way, I've purchased it.
Yeah.
I can't do that with 100 games. I can, but like I'm not going to.
Well, not all of them are available for
I'm
purchase.
not going. Yeah, like if every single one of them was on Arcade Archives or whatever, I'm still like I can't spend $1,000 so that we can implement a 2 quarters policy and just burn through these games.
Yeah.
If they don't show us anything, but even just while testing the arcade ROMs today to figure out which ones I've got working, just from the intros where like, because I didn't even play them, but just where it's showing you quickly how to play, I can tell that SNK is going to give us something.
Yeah.
Among other things, finally a non-Technos beat 'em up that knows that there are 2 real standard ways to attack in a movie fight. Punching and kicking. Each deserves a button.
I will say about SNK though, I am, specifically Metal Slug, which you brought up, I am excited to play Metal Slug Tactics when that comes out.
Huh.
That looks entertaining.
Ugh.
No, let these guys kill themselves. It's what they're good at.
Oh.
Damn. These guys love killing themselves, James. Look at this. They're badly designed.
It's incredible.
Like this, I don't know how this passed muster. Okay, I picked up a radio, got a point.
Maybe they just thought it was funny.
These guys just killed themselves?
You know what? I don't even know if it's that they treat the Andores as bosses or mini-bosses so much as just as they gradually give every enemy that we fight more health. The Andores are the ones who had enough health to begin with.
Well, yeah. Another dude got to this point a minute ago too.
Yeah.
Elijah, I think. So maybe you're right. Maybe they just get over it. It is weird that they haven't worked out. Well, I guess that is something. At this point, that's very hard. There's not a known way to do a lot of this stuff, right? So they are kind of figuring it out game to game. But it is a bit weird that they didn't find a way to show their health depleting until they're down to their final yellow bar. And then they show, like, the red.
Well, I mean, they found a way. It's just, it's color changing.
Yeah, it's not
just
great.
That it's also quite easy to just have multiple colored bars. That's what Streets of Rage does, I believe. Just a boss that has more than one bar has a bar on top of the yellow bar. And it depletes, and then when it's gone, the yellow bar starts depleting.
Mike. I do like that everyone gets a little name. Oh, shoot. Gotta electrocute it. It happens. But yeah, so I am enjoying this. I will say.
Yeah, like
I'm not having a bad time.
No, this is.
But it
this is good. Like this is mindless fun.
Yes, very. Like, you can sort of zone out and play this very easily.
Like,
and, like, they're very generous. Like, we've continued now, each of us, like, 3 times.
Which I don't even know if I support that decision. Because kind of they're replicating the problem with playing arcade games on emulators. Where if continuing is just put in a quarter and then stand up where you were with full health,
I get this.
then there's no real underlying challenge. And I kind of feel like that's what we're dealing with here.
Mm.
If we have unlimited continues, then just like, yeah, we're going to beat the game. And then what, like, I don't know. But it's good. Like, and just like friggin' beautiful. I can't stress enough.
Yeah.
Although the very tiny amount of Shodai Nekketsu Kouha Kunio-kun that we get to see.
Sorry.
Damn it, Carlos.
I didn't realize you were in that for a while. You
there
were
are
sort of
no lady enemies.
Yeah, but you were blending in with Andrade's red overalls there.
But I was referring more to the fact that there was a lady voice crying out every time.
Oh yeah, I wasn't hearing that. I mean, that could have. I've heard the lady voice crying out a lot here, James. Sometimes you get hit. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know. All right, here we go. Boom. Good job, Mackie. I think player 1 is just always the one that busts open the doors.
Retu.
Okay, so this is the big boss. There's your dad. Is he just an Oni? He is just like an Oni, man.
He's an Oni. Oh, hey, yeah, and there's our... there's
no
my
relation
sister,
to me.
except I can't see her face.
No
Wait.
relation.
Wait a minute. Is Genro also like Gen from Street Fighter?
Oh, I think he might be.
Nice.
Or, you know, a relative. You can't I don't think you're really supposed to see her face. Because it's kind of obscure.
Oh, yeah, her head is turned a bit.
Yeah.
Is that a young woman or an old crone? I can't tell.
I do like that he's kind of just a weird Oni, man. Ooh, I like his heel spin move. Here we go. You got him. Yeah, so we've reached the end of the game for sure.
Yeah.
Unless there's a twist, which there could be.
There could be. Twist could even just be it becomes possible to get game over at the final boss, and we run out of lives. And if that happens, we aren't starting over from the beginning. I do not feel like this has much replay value to offer us.
No. Also, I believe the time counter is maybe by minute. So we've 88 minutes to finish this.
Not a little bit better than minutes, but let's see. Because we're down to 87 now. You got me, Carlos. I'm game over.
Oh, you're game over.
All right, Carlos. Whatever your connection to the story is.
I'm the least likely to be here.
Yeah.
At least Matt Haggar has experience doing this.
And, like, an emotional attachment to Guy. And an emotional hatred of the Metal Gear... No, Mad Gear.
Mad Gear.
Well, it's probably actually a number of continues, and it just doesn't communicate that clearly to you.
No.
But
damn, you got me with just a straight punch.
you've almost got him to yellow, though.
I do. Green is the last step.
Well, there's a few greens. You don't have them at the last green. Because it goes from, like, all green, eventually to green-yellow. Or yellow-green, however you want to put it. Obnoxious of him to go down to the one punch so you didn't get to do a combo. Okay.
Oh, damn it.
Alright. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Ah. Didn't even change shades from that set. You're never going to lock him when he gets up, I don't think.
No, I think
he has a bar
comes
now.
up with a spin kick.
You can do this. Unless he has like a heat up form right now.
Well, the other dude only started throwing bombs when he got down to yellow. So, maybe?
I mean, he might also have a whole second form, in which case.
Oh, well, then I'm screwed, yeah.
But
All right.
You have taken the lead.
Come on.
The kick is so little damage.
I know, but it downs him.
Yeah.
That is useful.
It is.
Ah, damn it. Come on, James. You can't do this to me with you.
Alright, okay.
I'm just waiting for him to throw something here. Nope. Did he block that with his head? There we go!
Boom!
Oh,
Yes!
Beautiful! Great stuff.
You even got an extra life.
Round 6 clear.
We're all there. We've cut them down, but we haven't untied them.
Daddy! Rita! Oh, Maki, I'm so happy to see you. You must have had a hard time finding us. You didn't go to Europe or anything crazy like that, right? Oh, that's it! Yay!
Yeah. Planned by Hyper Mickey and Hyper Bingy.
Now, I wonder if that would have been slightly different if there had been somebody else. Well, no, Carlos was there at the end.
I agree. Well done, Greg.
Thank you, Waffle Syrup.
It does make it hurt just a little bit more how close I came to beating Mighty Final Fight last week. But there we go. Hey, Bun Bun!
Sound effects by Annie.
I don't know who Bun Bun is the nickname of, but I believe that Bun Bun also composed a lot of Mega Man 2.
Oh, wow, nice.
I think.
The Mega Man games have great soundtracks.
Famously true.
End.
Alright, so challenge the other mode. I guess.
Challenge the other mode. I don't know what the other mode is, but we do have
we got a few minutes.
We got 25 minutes.
Let's look at what it is. If it's absolutely nothing, let's knock out a different. Oh, does it just mean hard or
no?
expert?
Yeah, it's just difficulties.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a little more challenge would have been nice because I did get game over, but that had a lot to do with just letting my guard down so that I could concentrate on what I was saying. Yeah, entirely serviceable.
Yeah, that's where I would put it.
Great to look at.
I do think,
but just kind of
like a lot of beat 'em ups, it gets better the longer you play it because you get into a rhythm.
Yep.
And you get into the beat 'em ups have such a great loop of you figure it out and then suddenly even when you're just hitting one button you get a lot of joy out of it. You're like, oh, I'm hitting this button so good. I've learned how to hit this button the best.
And you're like, oh, a good beat 'em up makes even the basic combo look cool on the screen. You're knocking people down. They're knocking other people down, hopefully.
I will say, as long as the game went on, I don't think it ever recovered from having a weirdly narrow screen. I feel like we needed to shrink. I feel like we needed to shrink the sprites a little bit here just to show a little bit more ground.
Sprites look great, though.
They do look great,
I understand why they wanted those big, beautiful sprites.
They really wanted to show them off, but I'm like, come on, guys. We don't have the aspect ratios for this. Yeah. This is not a modern game. Look how squeezed in we are.
Yeah.
This is not a 2023 game. We're not playing with holograms.
So, we don't have much time left.
No, we don't.
But we have some time left.
We have some time left.
So we ought to... Okay. Do we have anything?
I mean, to go? Or that you'll have to look up and download it again?
No. Do I have anything ready that if we just dove in right now...
Try Kunio-kun again.
No.
Let's see. Maybe it works now.
I will get Kunio-kun working for next time. What I think I'm going to propose...
Oh, 64th Street. I'm just looking at James's shot here. 64th Street, a detective story. Classic.
I'm intrigued to find out what that is, but it isn't what I proposed.
It is not, no. That is going to probably take us a little bit longer than
that
15 minutes.
We'll probably be invested in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think the time has come. Maybe it's going to surprise me, and the joke's on me, and we need to play it more. I think the time has come for the adventures of Bayou Billy.
Okay, let's get into Bayou Billy.
The adventures.
We'll stop Bayou Billy. We'll come back to Bayou Billy next week. Unless
if it's
unless Bayou Billy can't hold our attention.
I think there's a real
15
chance.
minutes.
And we're not coming back to Bayou. Like, if we conclude that no, we got to play Bayou Billy some more, it'll have to be later because by next week I'm going to get Shodai Nekketsu Kouha Kunio-kun working.
Yeah.
And I still had fun tonight, but it was pretty disappointing. I was pretty hyped, and the landscape shots that we not landscape, but like the
the previews.
Here's Japan, here's Tokyo, just look great. Mm-hmm. And I was excited.
Agreed.
It was a bit of a letdown. That's all right, but okay, here we go. The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Technically a 3-genre game, although one of those genres is the beat 'em up.
Yeah.
This is a single-player game.
The other genres are Bayou and Billy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's an adventure component.
Yeah.
There's a Bayou component, and there's a Billy component. You should play anyway. It's a single-player game.
Okay, well,
actually, you know what? I think... Yeah, okay. Go with game A.
Practice mode.
I did not realize this was a Konami game. I mean, I must have, because I've seen
Konami.
it before.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
Digitized...
Billy, I'm taking Annabelle away. If you want her back, you will have to come to my estate. You will find that before reaching the estate. There will be many obstacles to overcome.
Right off the bat, let's give it to Bayou Billy.
Let's see if you have what it
for
takes.
For a fucking sick baseline. Sure, the story. Oh God!
Yeah, you be Bayou. Help! Okay, this stage uses the controller. Uh-oh. Do some stages not use the controller?
No, okay. We'll have to get the light gun going.
Okay, so I got a punch and a kick. No sort of jump or anything else, but punch and kick.
Okay, fantastic music.
This is...
I can tell just looking that there's no stun lock involved. Enemies get a flashing like they do a stun thing, but they get flashing invulnerability, so you can't do combos. Just
also,
do the same.
Quite tough single enemies. Oh, and now I've got 2 to deal with.
We do have kicking and punching. Can you jump?
It is odd how incredible I cannot jump, unless it's a shoulder button. But nope.
Well, no, it's not a shoulder button. This is
yeah, this is an S, not
but
NES.
A and B together doesn't jump.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Also, well, everything is so Bayou.
Why is the soundtrack so good? And also so not in the slightest bit Bayou theme.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
This should be like the adventures of like Disco Ted.
But these guys seem ninja-y to
These
me.
guys look like...
They're wearing geese.
These guys are like cast-offs of double... These guys are Double Dragon cosplayers. You can call us Bill and Jimmy Lee.
Bill. My name's Bill.
I haven't even attempted a Cajun accent because I can't do it. I can't even do like a Gambit impression off the top of my head.
Oh, Gambit's easy. You just gotta go, it not me, it Gambit.
Alright. Yeah. At any rate.
It not you, it Gambit.
So like...
That is one of the... Sorry, have I shared that with you before? The greatest Dear John letter of all time, which is just written on the night, like it just shows Gambit being like, but I had to get out of there, and it just shows him leaving a lady, and he's left a note on the nightstand that read, "It not you, it Gambit."
That's great.
Yeah. Okay. Now we get 3,
and it's just the same enemy over and over.
Let's get.
Looks to me like a really weird mix of surprisingly low effort gameplay from Konami combined with like, wow, they really like put effort into the aesthetics.
I don't have any bullets.
The music is great.
I can't shoot these men.
But apparently you can acquire a gun at some point.
Yeah. Oh, he dropped some chicken. That gave me some health.
But yeah.
I do not know what the difference between... These guys don't have, like, a health bar at all. So
no, fighting looks just absolutely terrible.
I don't know what the difference between well,
just such a fundamental thing to miss that in a beat 'em up, when you land that opening punch, you want to follow it up with a combo. You don't want that guy to flicker for a moment to become invulnerable. Like, there's no knockdowns.
There's no knockdowns. And I just feel like I'm not really...
There's an inexplicably awesome disco soundtrack that I can't get over. Like, holy shit.
And I'm down again.
Ugh. And like digitized voices for some reason.
And I'm done. Continue.
Alright, here, I'll give it a shot.
Here we go.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like it sucked. Okay, he's just gonna kick every time he jumps. That's helpful.
There's like a fleeing, like you want to get in and out is what you want.
Yeah, you gotta land one hit and then be gone.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Because he comes back, they come back too, real quick. Like they come out of every stun lock, it seems, with a, there you go.
With an attack.
With an attack, yeah. I do wonder if, like, when you get a gun, can you just shoot these guys and it's a one-hit kill? But then you gotta, like, think about who you shoot and who you don't. But listen, Bayou Billy, so far, I mean, A+ game. I mean, it is nice. Like, it's got a unique art style.
It's so interesting that they're like, why did the Japanese developers at Konami, why were they like, we gotta make a game set in the Louisiana
Bayou? Yeah.
You know, and like Billy at least like absolutely looks like he's from the Bayou.
Billy looks Bayou. That opening scene was very Bayou.
Yep.
Like that guy's got an estate. Like somebody put in some legwork here, even if it was just the translation team. But like somebody put in the somebody put in the work here. Like this is beautiful. These what are these type of trees called?
I don't know.
They're like
Bayou trees.
They're like, it starts with a G, but they're lovely. They're very well rendered. But it is an interesting. When is Bayou Billy from? Like the year?
Great
do you remember
question.
off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, I do not know.
I can look it up.
The guy dropped the chicken just like, but it wasn't on death. I just kicked it out of. He was just holding it in his gi.
Yes.
Oh man, I did just get 2 kicks in a row, a combo.
Is it just a rapidity thing?
No, it's not actually a good strategy. I took way too many hits there. Birds? Oh, come on. Go to hell, birds. Oh, is Bayou Billy going to drown if he falls in the swamp? No. Although there seem to be alligators.
I did accidentally look up.
Oh, man. Fuck off, alligators. Okay, you gotta move quick, because if you let the alligators surround you, it's actually quite easy for them to destroy you. Okay, let's just get through here. We're not going to beat the alligators in single combat. Oh, we have new enemies. Some of them have rocks. Hey, this one dropped a stick. Can I use it against them? Yes, but it's not something that I picked up with a button. I just picked it up by walking over it.
Makes sense.
Just a bunch of interesting, like someone had Double Dragon described to them. And they're like, okay, I get it. They're like, we can get you a copy. You can play it. I'm like, nah, it's okay.
No, I understand.
No, you really broke that down very well.
Okay, so The Adventures of Bayou Billy came out in 1988, originally in Japan. American release was 1989. PAL release of 91.
The Europeans really had to... The anticipation was building for The Adventures of Bayou Billy in Europe.
Billy West is his name, not noted voice actor Billy West. Yeah. But a different Billy West. He's a Crocodile Dundee-like, despite not being Australian.
Yeah, that's odd.
He is a former U.S. soldier and vigilante from New Orleans. who has fought against local crime boss known as Godfather Gordon.
Godfather Gordon.
In retaliation for interfering with his smuggling operation, Gordon kidnaps Billy's girlfriend, Annabelle Lane.
Oh. Well, I wasted the knife.
What did you do
Oh,
with it?
God. Come on, alligators. What the hell? Oh, do I have to beat these alligators?
You gotta fight him. I think you gotta punch him. You did, yeah. Don't get too close.
I kicked a stick out of them. Oh, no, it was a knife again. This is ridiculous.
Hello!
Hello!
Welcome, we are playing Adventures of Bayou Billy. There's a chicken over there. Yes, you got it.
Okay.
The chicken is underwater, but it's still good.
Yeah, it's salty.
Yeah. In order to lure Billy into a final battle, Billy's quest to save Annabelle consists of 9 stages that take him from Swamplands to Bourbon Street as he battles Gordon's henchmen and eventually arrives at Gordon's estate to come face to face with the big boss himself. Oh, another stick? Or something?
I don't know, I couldn't find it.
Couldn't find it in the waters.
And also, they coughed up a knife, which
died.
might be behind my face.
I doubt the crash cutouts are henchmen. I mean, they seem to be working.
Have I killed one of them?
Yeah, you have. At least at parallel purposes with Gordon.
Yeah.
Like, they have the same goal here. Kill Bayou Billy.
Well,
Dead.
I almost lived through the first stage, I think. I feel like that was the boss.
You feel like the boss was probably the alligators?
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Do you want another go?
No, keep going.
Okay.
I'm excited reading the Wikipedia here. He can perform a jump kick by hitting A and B
No, this is a Bunk Pro. This is legitimately a game.
This is Bayou
By
Billy,
Konami.
my man.
Inexplicably bad for a Konami game.
But interesting.
It's super interesting. And in particular, I will ask everyone to just take note again that this game is very, very consciously set in the bayou of New Orleans. But we're not getting like a New Orleans jazz soundtrack.
Nope.
We're getting an awesome disco soundtrack.
And also, Mad City in Japan.
It's
Okay.
like it's a fascinating game. I would love to hear the NES sound chip doing New Orleans jazz.
Yeah. According to this, the game was originally released for the Famicom in Japan under the title Mad City and was retitled The Adventures of Bayou Billy when it was converted to the NES for international markets, undergoing many extensive changes during localization. The NES version is harder than the Famicom
Nintendo
version.
Entertainment System is what we call the Famicom in North America.
Oh, yeah. Or NES. Or SNES, if we were talking about the Super Famicom. Yeah. So, the NES version is harder than the Famicom version. Enemies in the beat-em-up stages are more aggressive and have more health. The player starts the shooting stages with less ammunition, and the driving stages have narrower roads. Maybe we should play Mad City.
Alright, yep.
The driving
it's
stages...
settled. Because we're not going to get anywhere with this.
No.
But, alright, we'll check out Mad City in the future.
Billy, the NES version also features many audio and visual changes. Okay, so all of this.
Oh.
It's a completely different game, Mad City, in terms of appearance. And maybe the disco soundtrack makes a lot more sense.
Perhaps.
Oh, and all the DPCM coded voice samples are unique to Bayou Billy.
Huh.
So,
Well, that makes sense.
yeah.
If the game was called Mad City, why would they use their digitized voice budget to say The Adventures of Bayou Billy?
Oh, there is a unique alternate ending to this game, though, where suddenly Billy and Annabelle will speak in the Kenzai dialect of Japanese.
No, I think the character of I think the character of Ness is referring to the fact that people pronounced NES as Ness.
Yeah.
I think that goes in that direction.
Yeah, because...
But I could be wrong, because I don't know, like... Obviously, in Mother, like the original, it's the character's name is Ninten, and you can see how that works in Japan as well.
Yeah.
One moment. That is actually, folks, the full message of our current chat participant whose name I cannot pronounce because of the alphabet.
Yeah, so that we talked about this extensively when we were playing Battletoads.
Yeah,
but there was this concept
a lot of thought went into how do we make these jerks buy this game.
Yeah, and
I don't see how this I can't see that many kids were just constantly dying in the first stage of this game and being like, Mom and Dad, I gotta
own Bayou Billy. I gotta put in the hours and get good. Otherwise, how will I ever save Annabelle? Oh, the ostrich stage. Yeah, I will say that is a game I never beat, mostly because I did rent a lot of my games when I was a child.
I never played the Super Nintendo
really?
Lion King. Yeah.
Pretty good game.
I really liked the Super Nintendo Aladdin.
Well, that's another classic, actually, yeah. Disney at that time were doing really good live action. Really good video game adaptations and really good weird Sunday morning cartoon adaptations.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you can keep picking it up. That's great.
Oh, no.
You picked up 2. Oh, and you don't have the knife in reserve.
No.
So when you lose the stick. You're doing better though.
I think I'm doing not better because this is my last life. So unless one of these dudes coughs up a chicken real quick.
He did.
Hey, what do you know?
He did just that.
If I can just
gotta
find it.
If you can just find it. It's in that region.
Yeah, and also they one of the reasons for not releasing Final Fantasy 2 and 3 in North America was that they were graphically similar to the original.
Yes. You can't find any of these chickens they're dropping.
No, I'm having real bad luck with the dropped chickens.
That one went off screen. God damn these gators. Yeah, there was also some... There was a lot of things from that period where people did not think North American gamers were either competent or wanted to play games.
Yeah. And then they're taking Mad City and they're like, let's make this 15 times harder.
Yes.
In just a really arbitrary way.
Mm-hmm.
Just let the bad guys just take 1,000 hits. Make it nice and tedious.
I will say, I'm so deeply intrigued by Bayou Billy, though.
Yeah.
In all the build-up to us playing this game, because we've been talking about it, James particularly really likes to put down Bayou Billy. But I wasn't expecting this. This was not the graphical style I was expecting. This honestly was not really the gameplay I was expecting. I was kind of expecting it to be better or worse. This is a weird... halfway between good and bad. Do you know what I mean? It's not mid. I don't want to say that it's medium. It's not between those things. It's just an inch away from either of them.
Yeah, it's just it's frustrating how close it is to being really, really cool.
Yeah. And I'm really intrigued by Mad City now.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Ha! Yes, full health from the chicken. Okay, maybe I'll defeat the gators this time. Maybe.
The gators can't beat you always, James. You actually are not bad at fighting the gators. You're good at getting in to their attack range so that their bites don't hurt you. But they're just so... Watch out for these eagles. Or hawks?
I don't know. What are the... what birds of prey stalk the Louisiana swamps, Greg?
Bring it up. Louisiana birds of prey. They're likely white-tailed kites or sharp-shinned hawk. Or they could be peregrine falcons, the world's fastest bird.
Huh.
So there you go. Do you you ever think the cheetah's really angry at Peregrine Falcons? Because it's like, gravity is doing so much of the work for the Falcon. Cheetahs don't have that.
No, because
nobody's like, what's the fastest land speed of any animal going downhill?
I don't think that the cheetahs... I don't think that they are like humans where, like, they don't like doing cardio. Like, yeah. I think that running really fast is something that the cheetahs enjoy.
Actually, they very deeply do not enjoy it and
really?
try to do it as little. So cheetahs actually only run... Ooh.
I hope that I passed that checkpoint.
You did not.
No. Ah, man.
Cheetahs only run extremely, like, short amounts. Yeah. And they spend the vast majority of their time moving very, very little. Basically, their bodies are designed to go very, very fast for a short period of time, and then they are basically forced after that to rest for like 24 hours. But at that point, they usually have a giant like buffalo or antelope to eat. So.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the fact that means that they aren't enjoying themselves.
I don't know. Do you enjoy any activity that afterwards you need to go lay down for a full day?
Yep. A full day, I don't know, but...
Yeah, like, this is very exhausting, James. Okay, I think you're coming at this from a human perspective of being a persistence predator.
I don't know how I'd ever hit these guys with the...
Throwing knife?
Okay, so this is the gimmick, just actually be on them.
Well, they won't pop unless you come up a little bit. Yeah. But then you gotta get in fast before they pop all the way up.
Ah, yet another chicken they coughed up into nowhere. Ah.
Where do you think they're keeping that chicken?
My stick.
My stick is too.
They've eaten all this stuff. These guys are vomiting.
Yeah, nothing better than a vomiting
Billy keeps nailing them right in the...
There you go.
That is an in-universe chicken. Not just a hallucination chicken.
That one coughed up a knife. Are alligators like sharks in terms of like you find like license plates?
Hey, thanks
you. For following.
Thanks for following. Man, that animation.
James is supposed to be like pumping his fist.
Pumping my fist in celebration. Not what it looks like I am doing. Like I'm like, thanks for following. I do the jerk off motion, roll my eyes at you.
Yeah, as you can tell by the title, we play beat 'em up games, not exclusively Bayou Billy, but we are going through all the games predating 1993.
Is what we're trying to do. We got a ways to go.
Yes.
We are more than 25% of the way.
Yeah. Next week we'll be playing Kunio-kun, specifically...
Shodai Nekketsu Kouha Kunio-kun for the Super Famicom, assuming I can get it working, which I thought I had done for tonight. But hey, you know what? Whatever. We had fun with Final Fight 2. We're fascinated by the adventures of Bayou Billy. We have learned that Mad City's a thing.
Oh my god, you did it! It wasn't the end!
They weren't the boss. I still have a life.
We've got to fight
Those dudes were just there? Maybe that's why I kept losing the chickens.
They were getting them?
They're down there, they're just like, oh, thank God. We've been down here for days waiting for Bayou Billy to come.
These guys have guns.
Oh, can I get their guns?
Ooh, maybe that's how you get bullets. You can. That guy dropped a pistol. I don't know if you saw that.
Yep.
It's in the wall.
I have it. I have 6 bullets. But
how do you fire them? Try other buttons, James.
There are 2 buttons, Greg.
Try both buttons at once? Go. All the way. No.
Yeah, Double Dragon was originally supposed to be a sequel to Nekketsu Kouha Kunio-kun, the original, which was brought here as Renegade.
What's that?
I don't know. I thought it might be an extra life because it was Billy's vest, but I think it was just points. Or maybe it upped my defense. I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, because I lost the vest. Whatever the vest is, I had it and then I lost it.
I mean, the same is true of so many things, James. Ooh, you've lost it again. I want to get it again. This guy's really... Yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right.
James, run us through the week.
We'll have better luck with Mad City
Yes.
when we get to it because if the enemies had less health, we would be doing great.
Yeah. I'll play while you run.
Interesting, yeah, and because I'll be happier if I'm hearing this music. So yeah, if all goes according to plan. Hey, Zebrucker Pro, welcome. If all goes according to plan, I will have the fan translation for Shodai Nekketsu Kouha Kunio-kun on the Super Famicom working for next time. That's the original hot-blooded tough guy Kunio, and we'll dive in. In the interim period, yes. Yeah.
Yes, that is true.
Jimmy is one of the famous shortenings of my name. As it happens, I had an uncle Jimmy, but my family always called me Jamie.
Yeah.
So now I'm in a weird situation where I was 5 years old when I made the decision that I was James, and to tell people to call me James. And yet, like, half the people I know met me in some way connected through my family or whatever, or through people who met me that way.
Yeah.
It's like half the people I know call me Jamie. Nobody calls me Jimmy. Or actually, I've had some friends who call me Jimmy. I only realized very, very, very recently that I have the same name as the famous professional wrestling commentator Jim Ross.
Oh yeah, you do.
Doxed myself.
Yeah, real heavy DOS.
Well, anyway, fun story. So, anyway, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah,
you're trying to
this
yeah.
week. So, I'm probably not going to have any. What I've been saying is I've got an ongoing playthrough of Adventures of Lolo 3 and an ongoing playthrough of Ogre Battle and March of the Black Queen that are both on kind of like intermittent status, hiatus status, because I ran out of time in the summer and classes started. I'm busy. But if I find any time, I'll be playing one of those. Probably not, but maybe. Friday, we are not doing Friday Night Frosty.
No.
But normally on Fridays, me and Greg and our buddy Rich, and not really our buddy Lauren, although she did a few times at the start, play Frosthaven, the sequel to Gloomhaven. It's a board game. On the weekend, right now, I'm doing King's Quest. I'm on King's Quest 3 on Saturdays, and I just started Ultima Underworld 2 on Sunday, and then that'll bring us back soon. Before you know it, it'll be Tuesday again. We'll be beating them up, and hopefully we'll be beating them up in Tokyo, playing Shodai Nekketsu Kouha Kunio-kun. Hopefully. Anyway, meanwhile, you can check out our back catalog. Our back catalog, including, 32 episodes of Greg and James beat 'em up. Although, there's a couple that I lost because the export from Twitch failed. But you can watch most of them on the YouTube, along with everything else that I've done on this channel. We have a Discord if you want to chat or get announcements about when I make changes to the schedule. Mm-hmm. Invite link in the thing. And that's 58 Dream Street. That's where we are. That's where we're going. Take us home, Greg.
So, once again, thank you for joining us, and thank you for following. You can also subscribe. James is offering 30 days of conditional love. Yeah. It reboots every 30 days.
But there's really no incentive. If you have an Amazon
Prime account,
subscription, I'll take it.
Yes, you get a free subscription with Amazon Prime.
There got to be streamers that need the money more than me.
James, don't undersell yourself. This is everyone's channel. We all need the money. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking around to the end. And remember, until next time, violence is never the answer. Except in video games. Bye-bye.
See you later.